You know, I had a great dad. His name was Joe Pat Gorman. And you know how everybody flips the bird, you know, the middle finger? Well, my dad had this cool move. He did this. I was like, Dad, what is this? He said, son, that's 5 of these. Welcome to Intellectual Froglegs. Say the secret word and win $100. Something you find around the house. Well, if I could hear him, I might give it to him. If I had it. Democrats have never cut a budget. They don't even know how to make a budget. They haven't had a budget in 4 years. How can you cut a budget you never had in the first place? But then, of course, they're going to blame the Republicans. And they will be successful at it because the media will make sure they are. And you know what the thing is? I'm sorry, I got a cold. Even if a left-wing journalist dares to challenge this administration, they will be destroyed because they eat their own. They absolutely, I mean, these people are sick. Bob Woodward, this dude, you know, he was a key figure in bringing Nixon down during Watergate. He just came out questioning Obama's competency as commander-in-chief. Ooh. then he referred to Obama's recent shenanigans as madness. Bob, you done. Now old Bob's what's for dinner.
What's for dinner?
They eating him alive.
I mean, it makes me very uncomfortable to have the White House telling reporters, you're going to regret doing something that you believe in.
We have gangster government.
That's someone who wants to act like a king or a monarch.
And actually, drones have not caused a huge number of civilian casualties.
I've been a big sci-fi geek all my life. You know, growing up as a kid in the 60s, Star Trek with Kirk and Spock. Yes, indeed. In recent years, you know, I quit watching mainstream TV, so I subscribed to a movie service, which is basically Star Trek heaven. So I've seen all the Star Treks. Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, from episode 1 to the big grand finale. I got to tell you, when Jean-Luc Picard took over the Enterprise, they could have changed it to socialists in space.
People are no longer obsessed with the accumulation of things. We have eliminated hunger, want, the need for possessions.
The acquisition of wealth is no longer the driving force in our lives.
You talk about political correctness run amok in the cosmos. They were so advanced they didn't need money. Oh, and the bad guys, the Ferengi, they're the alien nemesis because they're capitalists. They're space profiteers.
A man is only worth the sum of his possessions.
Back on my homeworld, that kind of thinking almost destroyed our civilization.
You should have managed your businesses better.
King of the impossible. He's for every one of us. Stand for every one of us. He's saving the body and every man, every time, every flash.
Hey, you know, you remember when the Washington Post used to go after all the president's men? Well, now they are the president's men. I have a baby sister and a baby brother. My baby brother's a lawyer. We're just happy he's healthy.
would you vote for?
Obama. And I think weed should be legalized. Yeah. And that medical marijuana is like awesome. And we're gonna smoke weed anyway, so in California, so we should just, yeah.
I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night.
Okay, so Saturday Night Live is slapping around Jesus. Well, that's fresh. And so the Christians. They've only been doing that for a few thousand years now. But seriously, I'm tired of Christians being attacked and ridiculed by these elite, pompous media jackasses. And they don't even have a clue. You know, these atheists, or what they call them now, secular humanists, they're the most miserable and most hateful people I've ever seen. And they don't understand Christianity. They just know they hate it. And logically, it makes no sense. Because every argument they use is wrong. Wrong. Okay, here you go. They say, Christians want a theocracy. That's why we can't have religious freedom. You know, even on the sunniest of days, in the perfect Christian world, the Bible does not call for a theocracy. It's insane. But then, okay, but they're not deterred by facts. They'll say, well, the Christians want to force their beliefs on us. You know, I'm sorry, what was the last thing you were forced to do by Christianity? Are those crickets I hear chirping? It makes no sense, because like a Christian will share his bread with an atheist. And that really pisses them off. And honestly, the only people I've ever met in my life that were truly happy were Christians. They're the most giving, they're the most charitable, they're the best neighbors you could possibly have. A Christian will also fight for what's right. Well, at least they used to. And America wouldn't even exist today if it weren't for our Christian forefathers some 300 years ago. But anyway, I love asking these guys, and you fruitcakes watching, I see you so mad. You're angry, you're mad. What is this heinous thing that Christianity did to you? They look at you. The Crusades, man. The Crusades. Dang, you're old.
In the USSR.
Ted Nugent said that liberals should be shot like coyotes. That's somewhat of a field threat.
Luke, that's shame on you. Look in the camera and say, I apologize for being a lying bastard. Right over here. Luke, do it for me. Got the dimples. The dimples are good, but we need an admission that you're a lying son of a... I never said that. Are you kidding me? Is this really an interview, or is this the punk TV show? I'm right, it's the last question. Go for it, Luke.
It's over already? Dang it, I was just getting warmed up. I want to congratulate my friends who were just nominated for the 11th Annual Blogger Awards this year at CPAC. Home, pretty good honor here. First we got Dave, the Moonbat Hunter Blunt from moonbattery.com. Then we have my cousin and identical twin, Alfonso Rachel from alfonsorachel.com. How can we be identical twins and cousins? Well, we got some relatives in Arkansas. I'm sorry, I love people in Arkansas. I'm kidding. And then we have the Java Report. And then, of course, as you saw, the Smoking Hot Politichicks, or as my Japanese friends say, Politichicks. Congratulations, guys. Wait a minute. There's one more. We forgot somebody. I've been nominated. Really? How cool is that? But seriously, I want to thank you guys for being here. Holy cow, how cool is it to just be nominated? That's like winning to me. I don't care about winning. I've been nominated. God bless you guys for that. Please stop by the website at intellectualfroglegs.com. Sign up for the newsletter, which is basically just show alerts with a side order of fun. And there's also links to hook up with me on Facebook and Twitter. And thank you for the wicked cool PayPal donations. I dig those. Please share the videos with your friends. Use force if necessary. And keep up those nearly coherent insults, you liberal bichachos.